Alright, so this is the end of the Planet Crafter playthrough. I have around 40 to 50 hours. I am done with the game, and I want to quickly talk about it, if I recommend it, what did I like, what did I dislike, etc. So let's quick talk about what the game is, the genre, and how it plays. So this is either a single player or multiplayer game where you are sent onto this world. It's not like Mars, it's just like a random planet. In the future, it's like the year is like 30 plus or something. And essentially you are being sent messages from something called the Sentinel Corps, and they're saying, hey, you are a criminal, and in order to lighten up on your sort of prison sentence or whatever have you, you have to single-handedly terraform this planet, meaning you have to, make sure there's oxygen, there's pressure, there's heat. You have different stages: blue skies, moss, grass, insects, animals, trees, etc. You have to do all of that stuff, and that's pretty much the story. This is an open world survival crafting game, and from the looks of it, a lot of people will say, hey, this is like Subnautica, and yeah, it's very similar. However, this is much more chill, and there is an overarching story, but for the most part, it's very casual. The only thing you have to worry about danger-wise is your health, fall damage, not eating, your water, and your oxygen levels, all of which can be sort of eased up to easy mode or even nullified completely if you start the game, go to the main menu, and be like, hey, I want to have all of the I want to have all the survival stuff down. I just want to focus on building. So basically, there is always a progress number going up on the very top right, always letting you know your terraforming index. And when you start the game, you have to collect resources, and you have to just craft anything to increase the next step. So you start out with getting a little bit of plants, grass spreaders, and then you just have to keep going up and up and up, and that's the whole game. You have this gigantic fixed world where there's resources everywhere, and as you play the game, that map will transform both visually and physically in the ways that you can sort of traverse the place. Trees will grow, water will rise, new sort of chests will spawn, and more importantly, you're going to be able to, go into caves that have recently been melted, so you can go in there and do stuff. So, I think this game is really good at the very beginning to middle. This game is amazing. Around 90% of the game is good. And I say that simply because this game does a pretty good job in making you addicted to not just the gameplay, which is a very casual loop where you go out, you get stuff, you go to a new place, you get stuff, you craft new things, but it's just constant progress. You're always seeing the number rising up, so you are always doing something good. You have constant unlocks with the recipes. You're getting more new and efficient ways to do things. And, at the end of the game, you're teleporting. You have, like, infinite, energy. You have infinite oxygen. You have drones working for you. You have everything automated if you choose to set it up that way. And the world just looks great. So, as you play the game, the many dozens of hours that you're going to spend here, whether single player or multiplayer, it's constant addiction in your progress. You're being rewarded nonstop, and if you don't spoil ahead, you're going to be able to see things you're on your own, and that's one of the charms about this game. It's like you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know the kind of machines you're going to be able to make. Ding, my freaking spaceship just came back with 27,000 thingies. But yeah, this game has 3 endings, and spoiler warning, it's terrible, and that's why this game, you play it for the journey, you don't play it for the destination. The destination is complete garbage, and I don't recommend you even, once you reach terraforming, I think you're done. Don't even bother looking and trying to do the endings yourself. Go on YouTube and look up an ending. There is a guy named Z1 Gamer or something like that who actually showed all 3, it's not worth it. It's not worth doing. I was gonna spend a couple of hours getting everything you need, because pretty much after you terraform the planet, you're done. All you have to do is you do like one of three things, which is leave the planet, and then that ending, spoilers, but once again, like it doesn't matter, right? So you go to Sentinel Core, and they say, hey, thanks for terraforming the planet, but you're still gonna be in jail for a while. Very terrible ending. The next ending is the Wardens, and this is a cool thing about the game. Going in completely like, you know, blind, you have a overarching sort of storyline. You have this planet here, but then you start finding crash sites, ancient sites, and then you're like, what the heck's going on? So then, you know, that's the ending where you have to gather some stuff for them. And then the final ending is you have been receiving messages throughout the whole game, and then they, you know, at the very, very end game, instead of going to the Sentinel Core, they want you to farm a shit ton of money, and I mean a lot of money, which will take you hours and hours if you don't have anything set up, and all for another way to leave the planet. So all three endings make you leave the planet, and then guess what? All three endings end the exact same way, with you in your ship, leaving, and then text. It's like they didn't know how to end the game. It's not fulfilling at all, but god dang, the journey is the most fun part, and I played the whole thing single player. I highly recommend not playing this single player. It's like, it's good. It's good, but god dang it, you really need a lot of people. Otherwise, you're going to be spending many hours doing a ton of tedious things until you finally unlock a lot of the recipes for automation and for efficiency in general. So Planet Crafter, I can't believe I played the whole thing, but I played it 99%. I am not farming the last 2 to 3 hours for the money just to have a text ending. So basically, this is considered complete. For me, the game is fun. Like, the game is insanely fun. And I, you know, even if you are you're watching this review, you're listening, I did spoil a lot of things, but honestly, it's all of the little in-between stuff, the way that you build your base, the discoveries that you are on foot, all of the different sort of new technologies that you'll find. It's all compounding experiences, and at the end, you'll be very happy with your estates as you look around, all of your animals, the way that your things are set up. Visually, you have a lot of organization with your storage, and started raining in my game. But yes, like, once again, it's the journey. The story is there, the overarching mystery journey. I'm gonna press, oh my god, I'm gonna go to the main menu. I can't freaking listen to the rain here in this game. But yeah, it's an interesting game. The journey, not the destination. The Planet Crafter, I recommend it only if you really like survival crafting games like Subnautica, but a much more lighter tone. You're not dealing with complete danger. The only danger, as mentioned at the beginning, is, hey, you know, watch out for oxygen. And even so, you're only dropping items and then you go and pick them up. But yes, super crazy disappointing endgame. I don't think there's any modding to this. I can see this being much better if people did mod it. They could add in, you know, like literally new mechanics like combat. I would love that, but you know, it is what it is. I liked it enough. So that's it for Planet Crafter. Oh god, it's just like I was so happy playing this, and then all of a sudden the end game became a chore, and that's too bad. But other than that, it's worth it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.